welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The city of New Orleans, really a sight to see and a wonderful place to visit. We're happy to be here tonight. Hi again, we welcome you to our broadcast of the NBA playoffs here on 2K Sports. It's all tied and we're in a crucial Game 5 of this first round Western Conference matchup. And tonight, it's the New Orleans Pelicans going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards is out there with Russell. Then it's Rudy Gobert. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. And for New Orleans, Clint Capella is out there with Williamson. Then there's McCollum. Then there's the captain. And it's George in at small forward. So the Timberwolves win the tip. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They won their last game Monday night.
You don't like to count on points from your reserves, but they had some hot hands coming off the bench.
When you get that kind of a complete effort, that's a game you're going to win far more often than not. Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Here's McDaniels. Rebounded by Capella.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And the defense learned a valuable lesson there. Don't let Williamson get to that launching pad around the rim.
Now, here's McDaniels. Outside Russell. The pass to Towns. Shoots it up. Another miss by Minnesota. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I briefly spoke with Minnesota's head coach. I asked him what he said to his guys in the locker room. He told me, I believe the only way we lose is if we beat ourselves. And I relayed that message to my players. I feel like if we play our brand of basketball, we'll be up 3-2 in this series by the end of the night. Wow, there's a lot of confidence in that talk, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. And yes, it's good.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
Russell looking around.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall. Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Now here's Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Edwards. Kept alive, Minnesota. Gobert. Williamson with the block.
And when Zion blocks it, you feel it. He's got this kind of power behind these swats.
Here's Harrison. Boom, he jams it straight down.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Timberwolves trailed by 8. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
Gobert the pass to McDaniels. Now, here is Russell. Not a lot of room. Goes back up. Offensive rebound. Got a piece of it. McCollum kicks to Capella. Here's Harrison. Edwards defending. And the basket by McCollum.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here is Edwards. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And here is McDaniels. Gobert the pass to McDaniels. Another miss by Minnesota.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Capella bounce pass. Here's Harrison. That three off the mark. Timberwolves trailed by 11. Russell with a wide open look. Again, Russell missing.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. Here's Houdini. He's covered by Daniels. Houdini passes to Samanic. Right wing. Here's Nixon. And the shot is long. New Orleans leading by 13. 1:16 left in the first quarter of the game. But they get it back. Zubac. Here's Harrison. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. New Orleans shooting their first free throws of the game. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
There's a minute left to play in the first quarter. That's tipped to the middle to end the cold streak, and it's good on the layup.
He has proven to be a quality finisher off the pick and roll. Dwight Powell can adjust midair to get his shot.
And it's Harrison with the ball for New Orleans. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Pelicans have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And so he makes both from the line. There's 47 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Nixon. And there's the foul. It'll go on the captain. That's his first foul. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now Langford. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 4 on the clock. From outside the arc.
Yeah, love the job they've done here to protect the paint.
That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Here's Harrison. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Here's Nixon. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. New Orleans on top, up by 15. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And speaking with Karl Anthony Towns earlier, he was asked about how the team approaches defensive adjustments.
For us defensively, we stay very disciplined to what we say we want to do, don't change.
So they want to devise Greg a platoon swap here for New Orleans. Here's George. Passes it to Harrison. McCollum outside. Back to Harrison. And he goes right over to D'Angelo Russell and slams it down.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. They've got Harrison. Zion Williamson is out there with Clint Capella. Then it's Paul George, and it's McCollum in at the shooting guard. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Now here's Edwards. Russell with it. Now defended by Williamson. Inside, Towns. From down in the low post, it goes. Towns has got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Count it.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Now here's Edwards. Here's McDaniels. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on George.
Yeah, easy call.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. And McDaniels drops them both. There's 1:26 left in the first half of the game. Here's Harrison. Gobert with the block.
And the remarkable reach of the Stifle Tower. Gobert twice on the pipes.
Here's Harrison, and there's the foul. It'll go on the captain. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Timberwolves trailed by 11. And there's the foul. It'll go on the captain. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
What we know about D'Angelo Russell is this guy is a dynamic, aggressive scorer. The key is he's got to extend his minutes playing under control. If he does that...
Wow.
The pretty dunk brings down the house.
Gracious. Making it personal with that slam.
Yeah, yes. That's one he couldn't wait to unleash.
How about the athleticism, the body control, the creativity? 10 out of 10.
Stolen. And now the Pelicans on the break.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Shoots from the elbow. Harrison with the rebound.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
And that one's good. Williamson's got 6 in the quarter.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Outside, Russell. Another miss by Minnesota. Pushing it up. 2 on the clock. And Capella with the layup. Capella's got his second bucket of the night.
You can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Pelicans ahead, finishing the quarter on a tremendous 8-0 run. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Carl, they made a run there at the end. How did that happen?
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, we hope you've enjoyed the first half. I'm Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA playoff, checking out the Pelicans. In the first half of this critical Game 5, they've played with intensity and energy, and they're now poised to grab that all-important. And now with the second half about to get underway.
NBA playoffs, round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. You know, the captain has been exceptional here, guys.
It's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Downs is out there with Gobert. Then it's Russell. Then there's Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position.
And that's rocking the rim. Give him the 2 points and tack on some for style.
Oh, he deserves them. He deserves all the points he can get there. Sensation. That shot, no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Fires from the wing. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. McDaniels got 5 points so far.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
And it's McCollum in the corner. And the 3 off target. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. 17-point game. The shot by McDaniels, no good.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
George passes to McCollum. Here's Harrison. He's got 22. Clock at 4. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Minnesota calls timeout.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Minnesota making a switch here. The Pelicans have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. That free throw good from Cousins.
Well, you think back to DeMarcus Cousins' career. Because of his skill set on the low block, he has spent a lot of time at the foul line.
Nixon, the pass to Towns. To the wing right side. Pass to Nixon. Buries the long-range jumper. Nixon's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Timberwolves. They double him with Langford. Three-pointer, Daniels. No good that time. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Now, here's Langford. He's covered by Daniels. Langford misses. Down low, here's ABC. No good with the layup. Timberwolves trailed by 14. 27 seconds left to play in the third. McDaniels passes to Nixon. Off target from three-point range. New Orleans has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. Both teams deciding to change it up. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And you've got to take your defense up a notch in the playoffs. He takes it up about 3 notches on that block.
Outside, Russell. And good that time.
So creative with the basketball in his hands. You can see D'Angelo Russell's understanding improving over time. That's nice.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
And so it's New Orleans, sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back to the action after this word. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. They've got Zion Williamson. McCollum is out there with Harrison. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's George in at the 3 slot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Here's Harrison. No good on the triple. Timberwolves trailed by 12. Here's Russell. Harrison with the rebound. To the paint. Here's McCollum. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Never seems to shy away from playing in attack mode. McCollum likes to keep the pressure on the D.
And there's the foul to go on the captain. That's his 4th foul of the contest. McDaniels dishes to Towns. Russell fires away from way outside.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Harrison scanning the floor. McCollum trying to get open, and that one's good. Harrison's got 26.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Outside, Russell. Fires at the elbow. That one wide left.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Here's Towns. Back to Russell. Fires the 3. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
George with the bucket.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Edwards, he's checked in for Houdini. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And Gobert kicks to McDaniels. Here's Edwards. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
George, no good. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Connects from 3-point range.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Here's Harrison. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter? Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Right side, Russell. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, you like to see D'Angelo Russell work his way to the inside. Proves he has some touch in the paint.
To the inside. Stolen by McDaniels. With some arc. They grab their own miss. And it goes down 2 points.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision making.
The pass to McDaniels. Banked in off the glass. McDaniels got 5 points now in the quarter.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. That's a thing of beauty.
Here's Harrison. He's guarded by Russell. Pass to Capella. New Orleans moving the ball around. 5 to shoot. And here's George for 3. They get it back. The second chance effort. Gobert with the block. Out to the right wing. Here's McDaniels. The three-pointer no good.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. And guys, that's just about going to do it here for Game 5. Always pivotal. And now we look ahead to a critical Game 6, but a huge win tonight for the Pelicans.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for the captain.
Well, unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game.
The shot by Harrison, no good. Minnesota's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Russell, no luck. And it's the Pelicans' ball. They led the game at one point by 20. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Looking to end his cold spell. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Well, an excellent penetrator who is always in attack mode. Go ahead, D'Angelo Russell.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Harrison, and he jams it with authority.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Here's Russell. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Capella. Here's Harrison.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. This was a pivotal game in the series so far, and they were able to keep their heads straight, get the job done, and take the all-important 3-2 lead.
Now they can breathe
right.
just a little bit easier, knowing
goodness.
they're just one win away from closing this thing out. Had they lost this game, the pressure on them would have been huge.
Oh, just gigantic, you're right.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming up next, the Timberwolves taking on the Pelicans. For the Minnesota Timberwolves, they couldn't get it done in Game 5, but a trip back home could be We've already got quite a series on our hands, folks, and this is only the first round. Game 6 in the West. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. They've got Ivica Zubac. Paul George is out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's McCollum, and it's Harrison in at the point. And for Minnesota, Karl Anthony Towns is out there with McDaniels. Then it's Russell. Then it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Edwards in at the 2. Down low, and Edwards with the stuff.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you... Oh, my
great dunk.
goodness! That was special.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint.
My goodness! That is breathtaking.
Save that one. Boys, I'm going to want to see that a few times.
Oh, me too, right? Jaws on the ground all over this building.
I wonder how long he's worked on that. First, you got to think it up. Then, you got to bring it to reality.
Back to Russell. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night. And that one's good. Williamson.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Now, here is Russell. Tight defense on him. Pelicans with the rebound. They're coming off a great victory on Wednesday.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Edwards, that's good.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
It's McCollum on the wing, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul. Harrison scanning the floor. And the 3-ball is good. Harrison's got 7 points in the game.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
Harrison passes to McCollum. Here's Harrison. 7 points in the game. 6 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. It's good.
Difficult to guard and pick and roll. Zion's combination of mobility and quickness along with that strength, just so lethal.
Here's Harrison. Again, the Pelicans score.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Trailing by 5. No good with the triple.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Timberwolves have gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And Towns gets it to go.
Quick trigger off the catch and shoot. Towns giving the defense no time to react.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Williamson out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Paul George. And it's Harrison in at the point guard. And the pass to McDaniels. Timberwolves passing it around. Back to Russell. Lets it go from deep. The shot by McDaniels, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Boy, the high-flying acrobatics of George, something to behold. When he leaves the ground for these alley-oops, you drop your jaw and all.
Knocked loose. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Passes it to McCollum. Here's Harrison. He's guarded by Russell. Just 5 to shoot. Goes up on the high post. The shot by Harrison, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Gobert. Lays it up off the glass. Gobert's got his second basket.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Timberwolves leading by 5. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. New Orleans gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Harrison. The shot missing. And Minnesota will come the other way. Over to the wing. Here's McDaniels. It's good from long range. McDaniels got the lead up to 10 now for the Timberwolves. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They're already such a well-coordinated athlete for his size and age. Williamson bringing down the house.
Russell with the bucket.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
And there's the foul. It'll go on the captain. That is his first foul of the game. Zubac is checked in for New Orleans. For Minnesota, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Russell finds Towns. The shot will not fall. Good D by Williamson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Anthony Edwards.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
For New Orleans, they have hit half their free throws in this one, going 3 of 6 so far. Houdini's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Houdini passes to Towns. Dishes it to Russell. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Harrison. He's guarded by Russell. Shoots the 3. The shot by Harrison, no good.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And that one is hammered home.
And that's rocking the rim. Give him the 2 points and tack on some for style.
Oh, he deserves them. He deserves all the points he can get there. Sensational.
I call that an executive summary statement.
It's his first trip to the line. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Karl Anthony Towns. An impressive first half and a nice start.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. Welcome to our postseason halftime show. Ernie Johnson along with the Diesel and the Jet. For the Timberwolves, this is do or die for them tonight. And they're playing their hearts out. They built a nice lead for themselves, and if they can put together another half like the one they just played, this series may not be ending here in Game 6. And Shaq, what do you think about what we saw from Minnesota?
Well,
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And we're back. Good to have you with us for 2K Sports coverage of Game 6. You know, the captain has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
and you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Edwards is out there with Russell. Then there's McDaniels. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. They've led by as much as 10. The shot. Offensive rebound. Pelicans trailed by 7. Jumps up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision-making.
Now here's Edwards. McDaniels kicks to Gobert. Pass to Edwards. There's the triple. Pelicans pull it in. And pushing it up, here's New Orleans. McCollum with the ball. It's stolen by Edwards. Picked away, all by himself. Here's Harrison, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Back to Russell. Off with the layup.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
17-foot shot on the way. That one goes in. Williamson's got 8 points.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Pass to Gobert. Edwards against McCollum. Towns dishes to Russell. Shot clock at 5 for 3. No good on that one. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Back to George. And there's the pass to Harrison. Passes to Zubats. And George kicks to Harrison. A fresh 14 for New Orleans. And the dunk by Williamson.
And Williamson doesn't let up consistently in attack mode. Love his rabid intensity on the backboard.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubats. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Towns kicks to Edwards. They need this one, and Edwards with the stuff.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
The Pelicans have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. Minnesota making some changes. Sumanich is checked in, and Houdini subbed in for McDaniels. Nixon, the pass to Sumanich. Edwards can't hit.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Sion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
Pass to Towns. Here's Nixon. He kicks it to Edwards. Here's Houdini. Misses the three. Floats it up for Williamson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
This is Williamson's game. He's a scorer, and he knows his team relies on him to do it.
Edwards with it. He's got 13. Pass to Nixon. And stolen by Cousins. Here's Harrison. 24 points for him. Left side, George. That one a little long. Timberwolves trailed by 5. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Sumanich passes to Edwards. Shoots over Cousins. Edwards, that's good. Edwards got 15.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Minnesota making a switch here. Langford, so it's both teams making substitutions here. So for New Orleans right now, ABC is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's the captain, and it's Daniels in at the 2 guard. A shot by McDaniels, no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And he knocks down the first one.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
Wasted no time on that one. Harrison's got the lead up to 5 now for New Orleans.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Here's Russell. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Edwards is checked in. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Harrison passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight. One sweet one after another.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
Yeah, trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Towns, he's checked in for Minnesota. George is checked in for the Pelicans. McCollum comes in for Slim. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Minnesota's coach had some words for his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
Russell from long range. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 5 rebounds tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Gobert finds Russell.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target. And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, the captain.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And he'll head into the second round with his confidence at its highest level. He couldn't have picked a better time to take his game up a notch. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. To stop the run, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Despite the wiry frame, taking it up strong inside, and D'Angelo will get free throws.
At the line for your Timberwolves, D'Angelo Russell. 2 shots.
And he's good on the second.
You know, D'Angelo Russell, to his credit, made the most of the move to Brooklyn. You know, he was dumped by the Lakers in 2017 in a trade to create cap space and ended up being selected to his first All-Star game in 19.
And the dunk by Capella.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Russell dishes to Edwards. New Orleans leading by 18. Here's Harrison from outside off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Boy, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
New Orleans making a switch here. Williamson's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. Minnesota shooting for the game at 42%. And here's Edwards. The pass to Towns. Now Russell. With the floater, and Capella sends it back.
Boy, the timing Capella has on the defensive end, outstanding. Terrific at knowing exactly when to go up for those blocks.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for the Pelicans.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for the captain.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Here's Harrison, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Now here's Edwards. Teardrop shot, and he sinks the layup.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Here's Harrison. And they're going to move on to the conference semifinals. It took them 6 games to do it, Greg, but they finally asserted themselves and move on to round 2.
And I really think it benefits a team to have a competitive series in round 1. It gets those playoff juices kind of flowing, if you will. Prevents any kind of complacency from setting in.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you.